Days after President Trump's executive order calling for the federal government to define sex as only male or female, calls to the Sacramento LGBT Center have increased from those wondering what the implications are for them.
Making that kind of statement really undercuts just any basic level of respect, that foundational level of respect that your government recognizes you as a person.
The order rejects that people can transition from one gender to another or be considered non-binary, and for that to be reflected on federal documents such as passports or visas.
The federal government and the Trump administration attempting to erase the existence of transgender people by trying to define everyone's identity only by their sex assigned at birth and failing to acknowledge the sort of diversity and spectrum of gender identities and how people present and how they identify as a person is really troubling and disturbing.
While the executive order still requires more federal action, Manny Romero, who started her transition in 2014, says her safety concerns are increasing.
It gives a justification that, oh, well, the law says I can blatantly disrespect you by not calling you your pronouns, but people are going to take it a step further. It just opened that door to allow even more violent behavior, more open discrimination.
At the same time, advocates are confident that state leaders will put up a fight.
I want to reassure community members that we're in California, and so a lot of these federal actions have maybe less of an impact because of the protections that we have in California, and also that the center is going to be here for them regardless of what happens at the federal level. Our doors will remain open.
The executive order is intended to protect women's spaces from individuals who self-identify as women. But for Romero, this order highlights how a marginalized group of people are being pushed back to the shadows.
There's a lot of problems in this country. The transgender community is not one of them.
Regardless of the roadblocks, Romero is keeping her promise to keep living proudly.
I refuse to believe that that's our country. I refuse to believe that I live in a country that doesn't accept me for who I am.
Marisela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.